Everyone makes mistakes, and when it comes to real estate, such mistakes can be costly regardless you are a property seller or a buyer. And when it comes to landed real estate, which usually costs a whole lot more, such mistakes can cost you hundreds of thousands of dollars or even millions. My name is Alexs Chua, and I have been in the landed real estate business since 1992. And over the years, I've observed and noticed that many home sellers make 3 critical and costly mistakes. But before I share with you what they are, let me ask you this question. You have 2 best friends, a heart surgeon and an eye specialist. But when you have a toothache, who would you go to? The answer is obvious, a dentist who might be a total stranger. And you will agree that when it comes to getting the right job done, it's not a matter of who you know, but rather who can do the job for you. When it comes to real estate, the number 1 critical mistake is appointing a friend or a relative who is not familiar with landed sales, which can be complex. And when things go wrong, they realize it's easy to hire, but difficult to fire. It is truly important to get the right person who understands the landed segment to get the job done. The second most critical mistake is wrong pricing. For every property seller, your top priority is to sell as high as you can. But for every property buyer, their top priority is to buy as low as they can. So who determines the right market value? Many a time, property sellers compare with what others are trying to sell in the neighborhood. But for property buyers, they compare the recent transactions, which determine the market valuation. Unlike many years ago, whereby information may not be easily available, these days, everything you need to know is just at a click of a button. Ultimately, these sellers may have to wait for a long time before their price can be fulfilled. Last but not least, I'd like to talk about the risk of overexposure. Unlike HDB or private condo, it is not difficult to find out how long a landed property has been listed in the market for sale. Fortunately or unfortunately, real estate portals these days will display the number of days that the property is being advertised. For many genuine home buyers, they are concerned if a property is not sold for too long. At the back of their head, they'll be wondering, what's wrong with this house and why is it not sold yet? These are just 3 of the many common mistakes that homeowners make. Let me share with you more when I see you in person. Since 1992, I have helped hundreds of landed owners and buyers in their transactions. I have also been featured in a newspaper, on radio and magazines as well. Let me show you what I've done that has produced hundreds of happy customers over the years. Numbers don't lie, and my track records speak for itself.
When I first met Alex in 2004, he appeared to me to be very knowledgeable, very professional, and who knows the market very well. Alex will always act in my best interest, and he is not in a hurry to close a deal for his own benefit, because he believes in a long-term relationship. That's why I have 5 transactions with him.
To us, Alex is more than just a real estate professional. He's become our very good friend that we really trust, and we really treasure this friendship.
Let me show you how I can deliver the results you desire with my 3 proven strategies that I've adopted over the years. Call me at 9385-7888 for a no-obligation, private and confidential discussion today.